Okay, it is Thursday, June 24th, Megan, and another day and another overreaction from the Princess of Arizona. We start talking about, which is clearly your pitch on the topic, but although it's all over the news, um, Britney Spears testifying at basically her emancipation hearing, trying to get the conservatorship that's been running and ruling her life for the past 13 years overturned, to take her father out of the, the running that conservatorship. Um, and this is human trafficking. The FBI needs to go to her house and pick her up right away. Oh my God, Megan, that's a lot. Um, okay, first of all, yes, she has been an indentured servant, to this conservatorship and to her father family, through the entire time. The whole, the concept of forcing her to work and, you say enslaved. She actually has made the decision herself, to stop working. Um, and has said as long as she's under the conservatorship, she will not, be performing again because she doesn't want to make them any more money. Um, but she's not in. I don't think she's going to be in physical danger. The family knows that she's the cash cow either way, um, so they're not going to hurt her. I don't think. But somebody does need to step in, to get a ruling on this, and you know everybody else said it very clearly. These kinds of things are usually meant for older people that just aren't going to get better. Um, she's better, and she deserves to be, a legal guardian of her own life. Um, but Megan, you listened to the audio and you had to curl up in bed. It is upsetting, and what's happened to her has been terrible. And the 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 treatment of her in the media, specifically when she had the meltdown and for the first few years after that, have been awful. But there is, you also have to take into account since that, documentary, um, there's been a huge outpouring, of support of Britney Spears. So you can get off your high horse, about it. People are paying attention, and hopefully the state of California knows that, and will be, um, doing something. I don't know what they do to step in and help her. But I don't think the FBI raiding her house and kidnapping her to safety, is really, the episode of 24 that she wants to be on today. Um, and then we talk about, General Milley. Ashamed that I can't remember how to pronounce his name. Testifying in Congress about critical race theory and doing a brilliant job in his discussion of incorporating into the idea of critical race theory, understanding white rage and what led to the insurrection on January 6th, and that he wants to know, and our military deserves to know what led to that, and our future leaders need to know what led to that, so we can stop it from having it happening again. That was, I think, a brilliant sort of marriage of, shame brought onto the GOP about both topics. Um, Sonny summarized it all very clearly, and what I've said before, and what has been very clear that the GOP is using this as a dog whistle, about, you know uh, stirring up their racist base, and, to no one really understands what, um, critical race theory is. That's against it. You say, oh, the problem is that it doesn't, cover enough races and it's too narrow, and, this is what the nuance is, and this is what Republicans are mad about. There is nobody in a school board meeting that's flipping over chairs and screaming their face off about some sort of nuance about not teaching enough diversity in school. That's not what's happening in this country. It is a wedge issue. It's being used as a wedge issue specifically, um, to eliminate teaching how we have treated Black people in this country, since the beginning of, not even the republic, since we got here. We don't teach the proper way that we treated the Native Americans that were here, who we slaughtered and stole their land. We don't have a good track record of teaching our own history in this country about anything. And it's all whitewashed and pretty when it isn't. Um, and I don't know why people are scared to learn about history. Um, it happened. The only way to understand where we are now, and you said, since George Floyd, we've really had to take a reckoning, because you apparently didn't think about race before that at all, never once. It's just been in the last year and a few months or a year and a month, that you have been like, oh, I should really think about my white privilege. But we need to do better, and we can do better. And critical race theory isn't the thing. It's a legal term. Teaching the history of this country properly is the thing. But you Republicans like to, bell up your little causes and witch hunt phrases, so you can repeat them over and over and over again. And Democrats need to stop talking about critical race theory and talking about the true history of the United States. But we're terrible at messaging, so that's fun. Tomorrow, Sinead O'Connor. I can't wait to see what she has to say.